everyone. Welcome to Spilling and Spiraling. We're going to spill and spiral about all the things, but today we want to switch it up just a little bit, and we'll dive into that. We want to talk more about marketing. We're both marketers and work in the corporate world, and so we want to talk about all the campaigns and things that are working in the world today. But before we dive in, let's do a little catch up. How are things going?
Good. I have been on a history documentary kick ever since you recommended that one documentary for me to watch about Alexander Hamilton. I started watching one about George Washington, and now I'm on one about Abraham Lincoln.
Oh my God, wait. Okay, so two things about that. One, I was watching a documentary I recommended, and then I was like, shoot, this is not the one that I had in my head. But I mean, it was still good. It's all about Alexander Hamilton. But there's another one, and I can't remember what it is, but it's about Lin-Manuel Miranda writing Hamilton. And that made me fall in love with the play. So I gotta find that one. It's not on Disney Plus.
Okay, yeah. That's not the one you recommended. That's not what I watched.
No, but I was watching this and I was like, well, it is interesting. Like, it still does help you understand the play.
Yeah. Well, and then I started watching the Washington one, and I already had learned some stuff about the Hamilton one. And so then I was like, oh, now I understand the story a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
I learned some
this
things.
is also good too, now that you say that. Okay, this is a little off topic, but last week my daughter, she was like, I had lunch with the government. I was like, what? And then my son was like, no, you, and my husband was like, well, the mayor was like at your summer camp for lunch. She was like, yeah, we had Olive Garden with the government. And he was like, oh, okay. And then my son was like, the government is dead. I was like, what are you talking about? What? And he was so adamant. And I was like, what are you saying? And he's like, the government, George Washington, he's dead. The president.
Yeah,
and I was like, Justin, George Washington was president like 250 years ago.
Yeah. Like in the late
He's been dead for a while. He was like, what?
Yeah. The
I think he thought he was still
conversation. No.
Sometimes he's so smart, and then the way he was just like, wait, George Washington isn't president anymore. I'm like,
I mean, has been a lot of older males constantly being president.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of old people, I actually saw something in the news the other day that I was like, wait, what? Apparently in Minnesota, they passed a bill that was called the Grandparents Happy Hour Bill, which like allows nursing homes in Minnesota to now serve alcohol without a liquor license. And I was like, first off, we should be letting all senior citizens have happy hour whenever they want. I don't think we need to restrict that. So that bill should have happened a long time ago. But it's it's like state by state, case by case basis. But still, I was like, that's kind of wild that like you can't, like, they just want to have
You're
like
a grown person. You've been around for like 100 years.
Right. Like what? That's crazy. So
that's crazy. My grandparents don't drink. They, if they even knew that I drink once in every blue moon, they would lose their marbles. Yeah.
My parents can outdrink me. It's
really,
like, yeah, my parents are almost in their 70s, which.
No, my parents don't drink either at all.
No, my mom will close down bars with me. She's a trooper.
What a party.
Yeah. Have you like heard of anything? I've heard of so many like things in the news lately. I don't know if you've heard of any of them, but I found some.
I actually haven't heard of any of these things.
Okay. I have some then, but I think you're going to be, I don't know how these things find me. Okay, they just kind of do. And
I love that they do.
Yeah. So the Chinese have invented a toilet that will come to you. Like it'll walk itself to you. And you can get it for only $12K. Like,
but does it like bring the toilet paper to you?
I didn't do that much research into it, so I don't know if there's like an attachment to the toilet. But I'm wondering
going to the bathroom like while I'm in my office.
I mean, I think there's uses for it. My thing is, so it's like, what if you're on it and then it like starts walking away? Like, how do you call it to you? There's so that would just
have you seen those toilets? I saw one that was like a tiered toilet, and it was on basically on top of the other, so that you could sit with your partner and like hug while you're going to the.
Yeah, Meghan Trainor, the singer, didn't have that type of toilet, but she said that her and her husband have toilets next to each other in the bathroom.
Who, if anybody didn't know, it's the little redhead boy from Spy Kids.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that movie. Such a good movie.
So
good. But honestly, toilets, bathroom stalls are one of my biggest fears. I don't know if you knew that about me.
Me too. I hate
it. I got trapped in one once as a kid. No, I was at a baseball game. I thought I was old enough to like learn how to close the door and lock it and then unlock it. I did not. So I had to like crawl out from the bottom. And to this day, I'm still terrified of like getting locked in a bathroom, especially like I can use a porta potty, but like it
No, I
scares
hate it.
me.
No, those are
I don't
terrifying.
like
No,
it,
my
but
son got
no.
locked in a bathroom stall at the airport, and I'm like, we're like rushing to go right before our flight. And so I'm like washing my hands. I'm like, Serenity, where's your brother? And she's like, he's locked in the stall. He can't get out. And I hear him going, help. And this nice lady was like trying to help him. And I was like, no, he's fine. He's almost 9 years old. Like he knows how to open a freaking bathroom stall. He's like,
Sometimes it gets tricky. I don't blame him. I understand. It's a fear.
he did get out. I think he crawled out, but gross.
Yeah, watch. In 20 years, he's going to be like, I never told you this, Mom, but I have a fear of bathrooms.
Yeah.
And
it's going to be my fault because I was getting pissed. I was like, we're going to be late.
I also heard that, did you ever use the company Chegg in college?
I did.
Yeah, apparently it's like completely going under because of AI, which honestly makes sense.
Because people are looking up everything they need to know from a book using AI.
Well, no. So like, I think you can ask AI to, so Chegg helped you like make flashcards and like helped you like study for exams and stuff. It was like the virtual version of that.
Yeah.
And like people could upload their own study guides for that other people could use to study. And I'm sure there's people in the background programming that. And now that's just like not needed, which is just, so. So I feel like that's probably going to happen Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I would like to know why you're afraid of salespeople.
You're not?
I'm terrified of salespeople too, but I want to know why you are.
I get the shoppies. I love to shop. And also I can get swindled by a good deal. Even if it's not an actual good deal. Like my brain will be like, amazing. So salespeople scare me. A, because I'm a millennial, but B, it's just like, I'm going to say yes. And like, I don't want to say yes because I can't stand up for myself apparently. So yeah, anytime that salespeople come to my house and ring the doorbell, I'm looking at the little security camera. I'm not talking to them. Even to get my car a few years ago, like I definitely am overpaying because I did not negotiate and they scare me. I will say they did try to give me a car that I didn't ask for. I had like 2 or 3 specific things I wanted, and they kept trying to give me a car that didn't include those things. And I was like, I'm telling you what I need, like the 3 things. They're not a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, those I guess are my top 2 fears. Like those, no.
Bathroom stalls and salespeople.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law called me yesterday and she was like, I need you to talk me out of something. And I was like, what? She was like, I'm about to get a Kohl's credit card. And I was like, why? And she was like, because apparently you're supposed to change your towels every 2 to 3 years. I've had mine for like 10 years. So now I need a Kohl's credit card so I can go and get some towels. And I was like, no, not from Kohl's. I was like, you need to go to like Marshall's or something.
Yeah.
And get them for like, because Kohl's hikes up the price of everything. And I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. She's like, okay. All right.
See, that's what she called,
Yeah.
In college, freshman year, before we like started class, they took like buses of us to Target to like go and shop. And it was like after Target closed. Right. So it was just like college kids in the store. And I accidentally signed up for a Target credit card.
I still have mine.
I didn't really know what I was signing up for. And I gave them all my information and then I cried. And then I called my mom and I was like, Mom, please don't hate me. I thought my life was ruined. And she was like, no, you're fine. And then like, I never heard anything about it after that.
The amount of credit cards I signed up for, and I was never someone that like had a ton of credit card debt or anything, but I just signed up for all the store cards because I thought like it was going to get me a good deal. I had Old Navy, Victoria's Secret, Target. I ended up shutting most of those except Target.
Yeah, I had Old Navy. No, not Old Navy. I had Victoria's Secret. And then I had like, it was a company called like New York & Co. that my mom made me get a credit card to. After I graduated college, she's like, I don't know why. She was
like work attire.
Yeah. That and also, what was that furniture store? Rooms to Go. She like made me buy furniture, which I needed. But then she was like, and you have to pay it all off. And I was like, at 22, I just got a job. Like what? This is crazy. Whatever.
That's so funny.
And then before we get into like some of the other topics, I did want to talk about Stephen McBee.
I watched this week's episode of McBee Dynasty. Yeah, he's just like they all do.
Like, having that sort of reaction to someone saying, hey, I don't want to give your new girlfriend a percentage of the business.
He's like, get this mic off of me.
Yeah, he just like freaked out. And then I saw an interview of him, like, I think he was on Watch What Happens Live. And Andy Cohen was like, oh, so is there anyone in the Bravo sphere that like you would want to date next? And he said that he would want to date either Mia from Southern Hospitality or Sierra. And both
Okay.
beautiful women, but like they would call him out on everything. So
They would. There's no way.
No.
And Sierra, sorry, Stephen, but Sierra is not going to date anyone even close to like Stephen McBee.
No, I mean, she can
Like,
rock with
he's
cowboy
worse
hat.
than West, in my opinion.
I think they're in different categories.
They are in different categories, but I just feel like
bad.
his what West did was, I don't know. I actually don't know if it's worse, because what West did was awful, but I feel like Stephen McBee is borderline abusive.
Yes. But it's also with the whole West thing. I think it's like he told her, he lied straight to her face.
Yeah.
Like, both are horrible things. Not even about awful. The whole, like, I'm not with Amanda, but like, even when he joined, there was the whole beef with Sierra and Austin, and West kept mentioning how he heard about this Austin guy, and he was like, I will never do that. And then like a guy that can like say one thing to you and another thing to everyone else is just like not great.
No.
So they're both in their own like lanes, I think.
Yeah.
Not good ones.
Back on McBee though, this week's was really good when they were talking about the org chart. The way that all of them went just like freaked out when they saw Christy McBee was at the top. But also like when they sat down and talked with her, she was like, yeah, I'm just here for advice. So like Stephen McBee is flipping out for no reason. All of them are flipping out for no reason. But they're really there because I think he didn't feel comfortable giving full control of the company, I think.
Yeah, I think either way, like I think any of the kids he would have given it to, the other ones would have thrown a fit. So I don't see how that's going to ever happen. But yeah. Also though, like she's got her own stuff. She's running her own companies. So I don't know like really how much thought went into that.
I think zero thought went into that, probably.
You should have put Masha in charge. That would have been great.
No.
Kalina would have been like, no, thank you.
I feel like it was, I mean, Christy was like, I want nothing to do with this. But
yeah. But it was entertaining.
It was. Did you watch Next Gen this week?
I did. I watched it this morning before work.
I did too.
I think it's getting interesting. The one thing, Shy, what are you doing? What? Like, that's not a friend.
I feel like Shy is like, I don't know, like wishy-washy.
I feel like he wants to be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
Which you can't always be. But that's...
Especially on these shows, like...
Yeah.
Or you just keep your mouth shut. That's the way you can be friends with everybody. Keep your mouth shut, not blab it.
Right. But like he had no need to like tell Hudson what Ariana was doing. And even when he was like, they told me to do that, and then they showed the clip, I was like, they definitely did not. Yeah. So I kind of want to hear about that. Hopefully they say something about that at the reunion, because that, I mean, I don't know where your head was at. And he was like, I don't know why you think I'm involved. You're inserting yourself. And then honestly, like, I don't know what Hudson's doing this season. Like, obviously, I know they're like working things out now, but
no,
it's just so, I don't know.
He feels like a douche. Like, he just feels too like showy. I don't know.
It's not even that. It's like they broke up and now he's trying to like make sure no one dates her ever. But then apparently he also is posting with another girl with her Ariana's flip-flops or slippers or whatever. So I'm just like, this is too much. But also they're in their 20s.
Yeah.
So like it's normal in your 20s, I feel.
We just need to protect Ariana at all costs. And I did not appreciate, oh my God, Riley popping off at Ariana. I love Riley. I'm a Riley stan. But her popping off at Ariana for that night out where she was like yelling at Georgia and she was basically trying to blame Ariana. It's like, no, ma'am, maybe don't drink that much. So you're going to get to that point. It's not her job. Like she was doing what she could, but she couldn't control you.
Yeah. My only thing is like, was stuff edited out that we didn't see? Maybe. Like, maybe. I don't know. I wasn't there. But yeah, there was just a lot of things being said and like no real basis, I feel like, for at that like situation at the night out. So I don't know.
I'm also like kind of over. I don't know if you watched The Valley yet. I'm kind of over.
Haven't.
It's just but we're going in circles about Janet every week, and I'm just like, she's not even doing anything wrong. Now I like her.
Yeah, I don't really mind Janet that much on my screen anymore.
No,
but the whole Jax Taylor of it all. Have you heard Yeah, the PR, that's like
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like that, how? Like she probably knows way more than what we know. And she's been representing Britney for like 10 plus years, is what I think people said.
I know.
I don't understand any of that.
Yeah, I need you to watch this week's episode and then tell me what you think about Zach in the bath.
Okay. Yeah. I always forget Thursdays are a double show day.
Yeah.
Just every time. Because I'm used to watching one show, like while I'm drinking my coffee in the morning. And
Yeah.
it was like an hour before this call. And I was like, oh, yeah, right. Like, I forgot to watch that. Like, cool.
Well, not a whole lot happened anyways, but it did make me laugh and it made me cry. So I will say that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's promising. Last bit of thing, I want to get your take on this. It's a marketing tactic. I don't know if you've seen it because it's been all over my TikTok, but Hilton Hotel Brand is apparently giving away so many like Hilton Honors points to people. And all you have to do is like sign up. You not based on that. Just put your name and your Hilton Honors number. And they're just like Paris Hilton apparently is the driver, or so they say. And she's just giving out all these points to people.
Is it random or are you like, is everyone getting points?
No, it's like a lottery based. And you can sign up every day.
Oh,
I think
should go do
it's
that.
either I think it's ending soon or has already ended. I'd signed up a few times and I never got anything.
damn.
But then there's people in the comments saying how they got these points.
See, I always wonder about sweepstakes because I'm like, does anybody win them? But yeah, I mean, if
exactly.
people are saying they got the points, that's good.
But like, I don't know, they could make that up. I don't know.
True, it could be
Sweepstakes
false.
they are my weakness. I will sign up for any sweepstakes. I would love to win something for free.
Yeah, me too. I used to win actually quite a bit on Instagram when people did like the giveaways. I used to I won a few of those, but I haven't won anything else ever. I just feel like the branded sweepstakes aren't real. I don't know.
I just know the ones with like where the celebrities having like all of those like designer bags, and I never thought those were real. But yeah, I haven't known anyone to win any of the sweepstakes. So I guess if anyone has, let us know, because I would love to know that they actually are real, and I will keep putting my name.
Yeah, I don't
in the
want to
comment.
enter anymore because I'm never winning.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk marketing because okay. For anybody who might not know, share like your background.
Yeah, I have worked for like Michaels, and I've worked supply chain, and now currently I work in market research. So I just kind of like as a habit now, like look online at different articles and like see different collaborations that celebrities are doing and trends that brands are doing, basically just all through this secondary research, just because of my day to day. I'm just so fascinated by it.
Yeah. No, it's so interesting. Like I've been in marketing for the last 10 years too, but in a very niche industry. I work in the property management industry, and so I've marketed like apartments. I've also marketed products that help apartment communities, so different things like that. I know it's really random and it's nothing to do with consumer goods, but it does get me very interested in it. And I like seeing what other brands are doing that can be applied in other areas. So we kind of want to just dive in different ways of looking at how brands are marketing out there. So I think I want to talk about one of the big campaigns that I've seen right now, and that is Spiderman Brand New Day. I mean, I'm seeing it everywhere, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I was like looking up all the collabs that they're doing, and I do feel like this has got to be an interesting strategy of like, let's get out everywhere we possibly can. But they're doing collabs with Poppy Soda, Little Caesars, Takis. My kids got the Takis. They really like them. McDonald's, Dr. Pepper, Baskin Robbins, Liquid IV, Slim Chickens, Oasis, Hey Dudes, Adidas, Legos, Citizen Watch, Old Navy. Oh my God, I saw something else this morning. I feel like it was a little kid brand. Bureau, Samsung, Scoot Airlines. And I think there's more, but
yeah, there's gotta be.
It's like everywhere.
Well, I think from like what I've seen, just when new movies get launched, is that big movies like this, they start collaborating with, like, look at Wicked.
I was just going to say Wicked, Minions did a bunch.
There's been others, but yeah, it's like these big powerhouses that have releasing these, like, obviously everyone knows Spider-Man. That's the thing too that interests me, is because it's like Spider-Man is pretty known. I mean, Minions is pretty known. All of these brands, Wicked, like that was also a really big one. So it's just interesting that they're investing to continue to market when people already know about the movie itself coming out.
Yeah. My favorite collab is the one that we're doing for my son's birthday party. Just kidding. We're doing a Spider-Man party.
No, just kidding. I thought the Bureau one was really interesting because that's owned by
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
I
saw that
saw
one yesterday.
Bureau in, oh my God, Soft Bar
Yeah, I saw that they posted together on Instagram.
with Tom Holland.
Yes. They weren't at Soft Bar.
Yeah. I think I
They were
saw
at
that
another
too.
event. I think
Yeah.
they were at a Bureau event, and Carl was there.
My two favorite men.
I mean, I know
Yeah.
Josh Gad, but
I'm dead.
but that is interesting because I also feel like there's movies that get released that like obviously they
Nobody.
want what?
I was going to say there's movies that nobody talks about.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I think I mean, I don't know. I don't research too much of like who produces the movie, but like they get talked about in different ways. Like, I don't know if you've heard anything that the movie, The Odyssey, how it's getting marketed. It's a Christopher Nolan film, which I haven't seen too many of.
Yeah.
But they went the whole other route of just doing the like celebrity interviews rather than the products
Collabs and stuff.
themselves.
Well, and I
Yeah.
hadn't even heard about it, the movie, until it came out. And then my husband was like, oh, we need to go see this. It has all these people. And I was like, oh, shoot, it has everybody. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. Have you?
Okay. No.
We're going to go
Yeah.
probably this weekend to see it. But
Okay. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Because that to me is not a movie I would pay money to go see. That's more of a movie I would.
well, same. But then, like, look at the cast list. I was like, wait, I got to see everybody in this movie.
Yeah. No, it's got a big cast list for sure. And Anne Hathaway's been in so much lately.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of all have. Seeing the clips of Zendaya and Tom like going from Spider-Man to then promote the Odyssey, then going back to promote the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know what it is between, like, I just feel like Disney has really been slacking with their movies and their marketing, whereas like Marvel is, in my opinion, I know they're both owned by Disney, obviously, but Disney, like Pixar and animation, I just feel like they're not doing the same level of marketing that they're doing for Marvel films.
Okay. Yeah. I do know that I've seen with Disney lately, they've been doing like the NFL collabs, and people are hyped about that. They've done like so many different, all the different like football brands, I think, and they're like pairing them with a different Disney character.
Well, that's cute. I like that. And I like a while back, Disney did, I forget what football game it was, but they did a game and it was like Monsters Inc. And like how Nickelodeon does it too. They'll do like the SpongeBob game or whatever. And it was so fun. I was like, this will get me to watch football every time. I like that.
Yeah.
But see, they're marketing old characters. They're not necessarily marketing their new characters. It's not making me fall in love with the new movies. And like, I feel like Frozen had all this marketing backed up behind it. And we all loved Frozen. But like everything they've done lately is just flopped, in my opinion.
Well, so I think about it for like SpongeBob. I mean, that was big for us when we were kids. And so I think we're the age range that are now obviously having kids. So while it's geared towards our children to learn, not that I don't have any children, but it's geared towards them to learn. Like, we're also going to want to be entertained. And to be honest, if I saw like Bluey, which I know I've watched a couple episodes of and I do like to watch, if I saw that on like explain NFL, I don't. Yeah. So I think they're trying to engage both audiences. And I think at that age, kids don't really care too much about the characters.
That's true. I will say, like, they've been putting out new movies. They put out that Hopper movie, and I actually thought it was pretty decent. But there wasn't anything about it that I think was going to give it that edge or make it a cult classic in any way. I think we're going to forget about it in a year or two.
Yeah. I mean, I think we have to think of now, and like we're in such a social media age, like we can't just wait for like the Super Bowl to come around for all of these brands to like pitch themselves. And so maybe that's why they're going towards being a part of the movies and shows and whatnot. And you also don't want like a ad placement anymore. Like, ad placements give I just feel like like you can just tell that it was an ad because they'll like hold the product and they'll like hold it a specific way. And, you know, before it was funny. Now it's just like, no, that's not what we're looking for.
You know, I was having this thought this week, actually, because I was watching Big B Dynasty. This isn't funny. When they were taking Steve to jail.
Yeah.
And I saw the Taco Bell bag in the RV, and I was like, product placement for the
Yep.
I had a friend who worked product placement, though, for, I forget, it was one of the like bigger companies in Hollywood, and she would like make the deals to put just like food bags in the background of shows that they were producing. Yeah, and she'd be like, any logo you see that is intentional. Probably not in reality TV because that's not as
Yeah.
intentional. But I'm like, who knows? This could have been talk about product placement. Like
Yeah.
Vanderpump, or not Vanderpump, The Valley this week, they did, I swear that was a collab with Chili's. They go to Chili's this week as a group. And I'm like, they're like talking about the food. We're going to have a triple dipper. We're going to have mozzarella sticks. I'm like, this is staged.
Yeah. Well, on TikTok, even right now, I think I talked about it last week, but user generated content. It's basically like normal folks like you and me, like filming content, and then you pitch it to the brand. And then, because, from what I've seen with them talking about it is like, yeah, you relate more to the person than the overall big brand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else this week for campaigns?
Yeah. So they revamped their Weekender bag. I don't know if you saw that.
I have not seen that. I'm going to go look it up.
The campaign photo I thought was very lovely done. It was basically like Shay Mitchell in an operating room, like pretending like she's going to put it under and like revamp it and bring it back to life. Because I know, like, obviously everyone's got their own opinions. So there's a lot of people that had some thoughts on the Weekender bag. And yeah, I thought it was really lovely. Really, really done well. Yeah.
What have they added to it? They made it a little sleeker.
Yeah, you can now. So like originally it was like the bottom of the bag you couldn't get to from the inside. You had to go just from the outside. Now you can do both. They've taken out the piece that like actually makes it fold in, the boning, I guess. So it's a little more
like
not as
flexible.
restrictive.
That's the thing that does kill me. I love my Weekender bag, but I do feel like I'm having to shove it all down to get it to close.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't know if they've launched it just yet, but that I thought was something.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I want another one. It's a good purchase.
It is. I enjoy mine. I don't know if I'm the type to buy another one. I'm not like that, like loyal to it, but
yeah. I think if mine broke, I would buy another one.
Yeah. They definitely seem to have taken a lot of people's like comments from the comment section and brought that into the new bag, which we love to see.
I love that.
I also saw that Rare Beauty announced their first ever ambassador, and it is Ella Bright. So she was one of the main characters in Off Campus, the first season of Off Campus on Amazon. It was around her character and Garrett Graham, who that's not his real name, that's just the other character's name. But basically there's a scene in the show where he's like, they're fake dating. And he's like, if we're going to fake date, like, you can't blush around me every time. People are going to like worry why you're blushing. And she's like, don't worry. Like, I don't blush easily or something to that effect. And yeah, I read some articles online that basically the CMO was like, yeah, we saw that. And like immediately, like, we're like, this is perfect. They've been in business for 5 years. They've never had a brand ambassador before. I mean, you have Selena Gomez running the brand, so that's a big brand ambassador already. Like, I follow her on Instagram. She always posts about the product. But yeah, it just kind of fit seamlessly. And again, in that same article, the CMO was talking about how like this isn't going to be like a constant thing that they're doing. Like, they just saw it where their brand aligned with like a cultural trend or a moment happening in culture and linked the two. And I think it's just so smart of them to do.
Yeah. That kind of reminds me, I was listening to Everything Iconic with Danny Pellegrino, and he was recapping The Valley this week. And on this week's episode, Lala sits down with Kristen and she's like, hey, how are you doing? Like, you look really well rested. And she's like, well, my aura ring says F you. You are not rested. So then in the podcast, Danny's like, the aura ring needs to collab with Kristen.
Yeah.
And just make that the statement. Like, my aura ring says F you.
Yeah. Don't let it say that I'm feeling minor symptoms. Just make it say, like, you're doing horribly. Get better.
Yeah. You need to rest. Alert.
Yes. Yeah.
I love it.
I feel like there was another launch that happened, and I'm trying Dunkin'. I don't know if you saw Dunkin's collab.
No.
Have you heard of the brand Park? It's I mean, I feel like I'm too old to like, well, maybe not 30, but like basically it's a clothing. They make sweatshirts and stuff, really high quality sweatshirts, and it's one of those things that like people put online and then instantly sell out. It's like limited edition or limited drops basically. And Dunkin' actually collabed with them earlier this week.
Okay.
Was when the merch launch happened. But last week the drink launch happened, because Dunkin's like really good at getting celebrities and or partnerships, I feel.
Yeah.
Like they have one right now with Kylie Jenner. But yeah, they launched the drinkware, or not drinkware, the drinks, and then they launched products. And it's basically just like the sweatshirts, but they're like color coded to look like Dunkin'.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think they were charging them for like $120.
Mm.
Yeah, so that was a new, and it sold out. I don't know how quickly, but I went online a few hours later and saw that they sold out. So
Dang.
yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
think that's a great way to like combine, like the website, Dunkin's website basically said it's combining your two favorite staples, your everyday coffee and your like go-to outfit. And it's just a great way to like get people talking. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to do another drop, obviously, but
Yeah, it's probably beneficial for them if they don't, honestly.
right.
It'll leave
That would
people.
even be an instance where like I buy the sweatshirt. Honestly, I don't necessarily buy Park, but like I know Dunkin'. I've gotten coffee there before, so it's just like a unique purchase, I think.
Yeah, agreed. Let's talk about flops. Okay, this is a little bit of a stretch, but I do think this is a branding flop. The video of Amanda and Wes going out there and looking for pickles, I think that is a flop for their personal brand, because they're working on redeeming her image. Looking at the in the city reunion this week, they like sat down. I feel like they're trying to revive Amanda's image to have her get on the next season of In the City. And just doing stuff like that, the audience is not happy with it. I mean, you're acting like we're dumb when you post TikToks.
Yeah. It's not really like understanding your situation and like your audience. And I mean, I would be worried. Like, how is she not worried about like what her future has? I'm all for having fun, but like not in that aspect.
No, gave me the ick. Another one that I think is a flop in my opinion, Will Smith has this like water sports team. And so there's this picture circulating of him where it literally looks like he's on below deck.
So I
So
saw the photo. Yeah, it definitely, no one on his team is a Bravo watcher. We need to
no.
fix that. Will
Speaking of
Smith,
which,
call
I
us.
am caught up. Do you have thoughts on Summer House?
You
Or
mean
not Summer
Below
House.
Deck?
Goodness gracious. I'm getting all my shows mixed up. Do you have
I was like,
thoughts
I have
on
tons of thoughts on Summer House.
Do you have thoughts on Below Deck?
Yeah, just gross. That's my main thought. Like, just so many aspects. The
One,
betting,
yes, that's
gross.
disgusting. But like, why is Nate so pissed at everything all the time? Like, he needs to chill out.
Yeah, I don't know. My thing, I mean, wait, is Nate the one that slept on it, or he's the one I don't remember names.
And that's gross. Like, I would be pissed about that. But the way he's acting towards Joe, like, he's just blowing up at everybody on the boat. Like, he was like,
I don't think he is.
He was like, keep my girlfriend's name out of your mouth, because he was saying that, like, even though I don't get along with his girlfriend, like, I think they're doing great. And he's like, stop talking about her. Da, da, da. He just found out his mom had cancer.
Yeah, I could say though for him though, I mean, yes, he should have understood the whole context, but like he and this guy had beef. So like, I would get upset too if someone starts talking about my significant other in that aspect. I also think it's like, he's a new parent. He's not sleeping well.
Yeah.
Also, he shouldn't be that mean to a guy that just found out his mom had cancer. I understand that too. I feel like though the rest of the season, he's not. I would be completely mad at someone if they didn't tell me they did something on my bed. That's gross. I would be so upset. That's totally valid. And the fact that he didn't, like, he's like, there was no opportunity for me to like put him in the, fold him up, say you had to sleep on his bed, like make up a lie. You know what I mean? Like, then at least he's not sleeping on the sheets. That's disgusting. And the fact that he got written up, much deserved, but just like.
Yeah, I think he's going to end up leaving the show.
Yeah, I mean, he's asking to, so we'll see what Captain Sandy says, but yes. And then him playing both girls, horrible. Absolutely horrible.
No, but the oh my God, I can't remember her name. The first girl, the younger one, not the chef. She gets on my nerves.
I mean, yeah, but in that instance, though, I felt so bad for her because it's like
that instance,
she expressed her concerns and her, like, she showed vulnerability. And I'm like, she was upset she didn't get seconds too, which I understand is a big deal. But I feel like she hasn't really talked about it too much. Like, after.
She wouldn't shut up about it in the moment. And like the way she was like flipping out was, I think, a little ridiculous. But and I don't know, like, in a way, I think she was kind of playing the situation. Like, I think she was trying to get him to say, oh, well, then I pick you if you have all these, like, hangups, by making him feel bad. I don't know. It felt like a weird guilt thing.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have slept with her. Like
No,
that's all on
no, he
him
should have,
because like,
I think, been
yeah,
like, "That's sad, like, I'm here for you as a friend," and if he wasn't feeling it,
yeah,
he just moved on.
yeah. And then he doubled down and it did stuff the next day too. So, and I don't see how you can work with someone on the ship and like hook up with one person and then get with another. Like I'm sure it's happened on other seasons, but that just, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it's bad.
One of the other biggest fails that I think there was a show on Peacock called, I think it's called The 5 Star Weekend,
Mhm.
and it's got oh my gosh, what's her name? Jennifer Gardner in it. And it was constantly playing on like commercial breaks. And I was like, what is this show? Like, it's not telling me what the show is.
Uh,
And I did end up watching the show. I thought it was very well done. It's basically about a woman who her husband dies and then she invites all of her girlfriends out for the weekend and they all have different things that they're working through. And she accidentally invites, I don't know, spoil it, but whatever, accidentally invites her husband's mistress. So yeah. And that
okay,
was not
like, if I
included in
had
like any of the marketing.
if that was in the promo, that would make me wanna watch it.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't include it because like they didn't want to ruin a spoiler, but it's also based on a book. So it's like you can't really have like too much of a spoiler. It's
There's a
already
fine
written.
line between, like, teasing and spoiling, and
Yeah.
I don't know, Bravo toes that line all the time. They spoil a lot of things for us, but, like,
Yes.
we want it. We wanna know.
Yeah. Well, and also like movies and stuff, they end up some of them with the trailers will show you the whole film in the trailer.
Right.
So it's always like it's an either or situation, never like a happy middle. Yeah, and I do think that they did not do the best on the promo because it just looks like it's supposed to be like a lovely girls' weekend,
Yeah,
and it
that's the vibe I got.
no, it was not.
Jennifer Garner is my nemesis, just like
Oh,
Mark
she
Wahlberg is
is
my nemesis, but
okay.
only because I find her voice annoying,
Yeah.
not for any good reason.
I can't watch 13 going on 30.
Mm,
Like I've seen it, I loved it as a kid. Now I just
cringe.
there's something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's so many movies that I like watched as a kid that I can't rewatch. I don't like
And you get, like, such secondhand embarrassment.
yeah.
I
Her
was
acting was great, but
watching, I think we were watching Scary Movie or something, and I'm like, honestly, I hate the early 2000s over sexualization of everything. Like, not that I'm a prude or anything, but I do feel like everything was taken to an unnecessary level of sex appeal at that time.
yeah, it was just a different like it was just a weird time.
Weird times.
And yeah, going back and watching it now with the brain that you have now, like it's just a different
Yeah.
like okay.
That's probably the reason for all of my body image issues is because of the early 2000s.
Me too.
Yeah. Let's do a little red flag, green flag. I want to do this summer house style. Maybe that's why I keep saying everything is summer house. But let's go through a bunch of the summer house teams or cast. They've done a bunch of collabs. So let's say yay or nay on all these collabs. First up, Carl's Coffee Mate ad. Did you see that?
I saw it, but I don't fully remember it. But it has Carl in it, so I'm gonna say green flag.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a win too. But at first, he teased, I think, the day prior and was like, my situationship. But this is, I think, right around the time that everyone is making a big deal on Love Island of the word situationship with, oh my God, why can't I remember their names?
Zach and Kada.
Yeah, Kada. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. I thought he was about to hard launch something, but like the ad. Kyle's collab with Dove Men Care and Strava. Did you see that
I
one?
haven't seen it. No.
I think it's pretty natural. It's just Kyle talking about, like, men care, obviously, but they're doing a collab also with Strava marking. Um, I think it was they are donating the amount of money for how many miles people are running. I could be totally butchering that, but I did like the concept. It felt really natural.
I mean, he hasn't really done too many.
No, I mean, a lot is like Loverboy.
Yeah. I would say, I mean, I guess I'd say green flag.
Yeah. We
Good
love
for
men's
him.
health. Yeah, it's any step counts challenge. So I think the challenge is actually almost over. But if you complete a 5K, you get to try like a Dove Men's Care 2-in-1 conditioner,
Yeah.
which is cool.
That's a green flag because it gets people out and about.
Yeah.
And yeah, love that.
Have you seen the new Giggly Squad merch that just launched?
I have.
Love it.
Yes. Green flag. I did not buy anything, but
No, I wanted to.
I really wanted to buy that lasagna tank top. But
Me
then I was like, I don't
too.
know where to wear that. And I'm trying not to spend money. So
Same.
I
I'm
loved
like,
it.
we could have gotten them and wore them to BravoCon next year, but
It'll be November, but it is in
it's in Vegas.
So yeah, that's true. But they won't be there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, but I love the merch. Like, the collection is great. Amanda and her Buffalo Wild Wings campaign.
Listen, I saw it before Scandal, and I did really like it. Post Scandal, not a fan, because like I think it boils down to, so I'm gonna give a red flag, but just because, and that's not on Buffalo Wild Wings. I love Buffalo Wild Wings, but like it just, and I guess they didn't know what they were walking into, so we can't really. I don't know. She went from Kyle to West, and they're, like people have said, they're the same person in a lot of ways. So doing all of that, knowing you were liking West and getting a divorce from Kyle, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not a Buffalo Wild Wings girly.
Oh,
I was hanging out with another friend and she was like, Buffalo Wild Wings and Wingstop are the same to me. And I'm like, absolutely not. Wingstop is superior in my opinion.
no, they're different. Buffalo Wild Wings, you go to like sit down,
Yeah.
drink a drink, watch a game. Wingstop, you go to bring home to just eat and relax.
Yeah.
They're different vibes.
Totally different. Lindsay, have you seen her cover of Us Weekly?
I have. Yes.
Stunner.
Yeah. Gorge. Coming out right around the time that the Innisfree premiere is coming out. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Love. Yeah.
Sierra and KJ collab with Spindrift Tea. I like it. I like Spindrift Teas.
I don't think I've seen it, but like, love it.
Yeah,
I have
cute collab.
Like, that's, yeah.
Mia and Olaplex, wonderful. Mia has beautiful hair. She is the best person to do that kind of collab.
Yeah.
Dara did one with Summer Fridays, which is cute. I love Summer Fridays too. And then Weston Sports Clip, that's the last collab I could find on his Instagram page, which I would give that a red flag because I don't like Wes, but I will give it a green because I do feel like sports is part of his brand, his personal brand.
Yes. I think that was a good matchup on there. And yeah, I will say, like, pop off though to all the Summer House people. Like, these are great collabs, and like everyone except for Bailey.
Looked up Bailey and I wasn't seeing that many collabs really, but she's been running with, what's it called, It Girl?
Yes. Yeah.
She's been doing a lot with that. So, I mean, it looks like she's doesn't need the collabs right now, maybe.
That's fair. Yeah. I do want to know though, like, when we'll probably start seeing the Love Island cast with their collabs and brand deals. I think we're already starting to see some of it. Some of them I see have already gotten signed, like Anaya, and there was someone else I just saw got signed.
Maybe we'll do a segment on this next week if we can find more.
Yeah, I know Caleb's gotten some brand deals. Like, as soon as he got out of the villa, that man was working. I don't know if he has an agent or what, but that man was doing his job.
Pop off. I mean, I feel like you have to have an agent or something, some kind of representative.
You got to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That was fun. I love diving. Next time I'll be more prepared and I'll watch all the clips.
Yes.
But last bit of news is there's some things that happened in the Bravo world, the show business of it all, that I just kind of want to like quickly talk about and get your opinion on. So there was a rumor that Leva is potentially leaving Southern Hospitality.
I heard that.
What are your thoughts on this?
I am shocked. I don't know. I just feel like on one hand, there's no show without Leva. Like, it's her show. But on another hand, we don't really actually need Leva. She's not part of the drama.
People were relating it to, they were relating it to like Vanderpump.
Yeah.
Like, it was Lisa's show. She kind of came on when people needed advice. But other than that, she kind of stayed out of it.
Yeah.
And it does seem like they now all have their own, like, other additional source of income. So they don't really all technically maybe work there anymore. Yeah. And that was similar to Vanderpump.
Did you see the thing about that TJ posted about Sir Wieners?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, basically saying, like, I'm going to go do this on my own and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if she's just having drama with a lot of the cast members where it's, like, not really working out business-wise or what, but interesting.
Yeah. Second big piece of news, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Angie K and Whitney came out right before season 7, apparently, because it's supposed to come out in fall, that they are getting divorced, allegedly. Don't know if I don't think they've all come out and said something, but it is interesting, I think, that the timing of it all.
I thought that, the Whitney thing we saw coming, I think. They kind of talked about it on the previous season that she was kind of having issues. I'm bummed because I'd actually liked Justin, but Angie K, I didn't expect.
People said like, "Oh, did you watch the wife swap version?" Like, of course, like, and she does do a lot for that house.
Mm.
But I do think it's interesting that they, like within the same week, they both announced.
Strategy.
Yeah, so potentially. Seems like Real Housewives of New York is trying again to revive the series because they're bringing on Carol.
I don't know if it's going to work.
I don't know either. I want to see how she knows all these people, but
I feel like she doesn't. Like, this feels very forced. I don't know. I guess we'll see, but I don't know. I couldn't even finish the last season of Real Housewives of New York. It was so boring, so bad. Like, I
yeah.
couldn't do it.
And they've spent a lot of marketing dollars, I would assume, on the revamp because they had all of the original. No, that was OC, not New York. Never mind.
Yeah, but it is interesting. I watched the trailer how they're bringing up Carol with the Epstein files. What?
Yeah, I guess I mean, again, what will that really be? I don't know what the editing was.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But interesting. The last that is the to round us all out is Kenny from, I believe, Love Island season 6, who he was dating someone after he got off the show, then broke up with about a year ago. He sent a cease and desist last year to his now ex, Janae. And yeah, he just recently went on a podcast where he started talking all about their relationship. But she couldn't say, and she didn't say anything because she's a great person, anything about him in last year.
Yeah.
And again, gave her a cease and desist. And now here he is coming out and saying all this stuff. Someone in the comment section of a TikTok said it's angry whispering ASMR because I haven't watched it, but at some point he like slowly and angrily whispers. And I just think that's a horrible like move. Like now you're trying to create the narrative. It seems like you're trying to now get back into the world of, this whole influencer or content creator lifestyle because all of that. And I don't love it.
No, it gave me
I
the
don't.
ick. I saw Janae posting her clap back, but it's just bad. I mean, no
Yeah.
one's gonna believe that. I thought it was so funny though. Cordell posted something on his story and he was like, "Don't come at me. I'm not on
Yeah,
your
because
side, bro."
he called him out in the TikTok or in the interview and was like, "Oh yeah, like he's been really like he basically tried to like get people to think that like all these other Love Island people are like on his side." Which, as a girl who once dated a guy that tried to get people to convince me to get back together with him and like talk to all my friends about it, I know what that's like, and they're not gonna work when they're your friends. It's not gonna work.
Ick. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
no, not at
Yeah.
all.
No, I liked switching it up. Next week we'll talk more marketing campaigns, what's going on. Maybe we'll do a red and green flags on Love Island next week. I think that would be an interesting thing to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening, guys.